to become a successful content creator, Facebook, YouTube, everything will be spoken about on this video. I want you to relax, calm down, don't be in a hurry. You see this video you're watching, just take your time, watch it to the very end. You are going to learn a lot of things that will make you at peace. You will not be agitated for anything about content creating or why your page is doing the way it's doing. Just watch this video to the end. This picture you're seeing on my video now was created by me. It's not a normal human being, it's an AI. I created it myself. So there are many ways to make money on social media. Number one, getting very clear videos can make people stay on your video even when you are not saying anything important. Clear videos can actually just attract people to come to your video to watch. Always clean the back camera before recording, or your front camera. Take it very seriously. Clean your back camera. When you get a book, write down everything content you want to create for the day. Like every content, if you are posting once a day or twice a day, write down everything you need to talk about. Like itemize it. If you are talking about food today, write food. If you are talking about what happened in Nigeria, write it. Like gist, put it under gist. By the time you are done, ensure that you make videos. If it's Davido and Whiskey that are trending now, take their picture, put it on your video and talk about it, because not every video you post will be monetized. I'll come to that. Ensure you meet your target for that day. If it is 10 videos you want to make and post, ensure you exceed that target. It's very important. It helps you to stay focused in content creating. Always go back to your videos to see how people reacted to it, the number of shares, the number of likes, the number of love, the type of comments they had left on that video. It will help you to know whether to continue with such content or not. That will also help you create a niche for yourself. It's very important to always check. Content violation is very dangerous to your page. This could make them not to monetize you or demonetize you even after you are monetized. Let's assume today you are monetized, tomorrow they can remove it. See how to avoid this. When people come to your comment section to trigger you to talk or type some kind of derogatory words, avoid it. If at all you are so offended that you want to still reply the person, you need to change the way you are typing. The person will understand, but the AI and the human beings they are using will not understand what you are trying to say, because the machines you use to verify all this violation and inciting comment will not be able to detect that. So always, you see it is written here, hate speech, violence and incitement, meaning that you are either threatening somebody or all of those things. You need to stop it, because they can restrict your page and all of that. You lose a lot of things. This is how to know a very healthy page. You can see the impression is green, the engagement is green, the 3 seconds video views is green. It doesn't matter whether it's in millions, as far as it's green. And then the net followers is also green. As far as all this is green, it means you are doing well in the last 28 days. But in case you are on the 29th day and everything changes, it means that from the last 28 days you did so well, but from the 29th day you slowed down. And one thing about Facebook is that once you slow down and you don't post, in fact, even on YouTube, once you slow down and you don't post, this 28 days elapses, it will begin to show red in the areas you are not doing well. This is how a page of someone who does not do anything looks. Like you've not posted anything, you just have your normal followers who, you know how the normal Facebook used to be. So this is how the page is at the back end. So you set up your profile for success. You have to, when you have turned it to professional mode, of course they will show you all of this. The impression is 0, of course. The engagement is 0. The content published is 0. The net followers is 0. This is a fresh page, a page that somebody just had friends but never posted anything serious. This is how it will look. Don't panic, just keep posting and you will see how you will begin to get your engagement, your impression, your content published and your net followers. Everything will just align. Don't be in a hurry, but post good content and grow with it. By the time everything is done, you'll be surprised at where you have, at what you have achieved. Page recommendation is very important. You know how sometimes you'll be on Facebook and you see people, you see Facebook show you a page that you've never seen before, or maybe somebody you've been hearing about but you're not following the person. You see them recommend it by showing you, they will tell you follow, all of those things. It's very important because that is Facebook or YouTube or whatever platform you are trying to recommend to people to say, okay, follow this person, or do you like this person's content? But when they see that you see that recommendation and you click on it and watch, they will begin to recommend that person's content more often to you. So always pray in your prayers as you are asking God to give you a viral video. Always pray for page recommendation, because sometimes they will not recommend this page and you will find out that you're having low turnout of views, and you'll be wondering, why am I posting so much content and they are very good and my page is not recommended? Another thing is how to get this page recommendation. Ask people, your followers, to write reviews about your page, how your page is making them happy, how they are learning from it. By the time they do that review, you know where it is by your profile down. You just read it, you see it. If they help you review it and say, oh, you have your post is making them happy, they are enjoying it, that's how whatever platform you are on will begin to recommend that video. Sometimes some people say they don't have money to buy gadgets, they don't have money to buy, all the things they will need, the mic and all of that to start content. Don't worry, if you have a voice that is very clear and audible like mine, you could use your voice to do your videos. I have mic, not because I always use it, but most times it depends on where I'm recording. If the place is very noisy, I like to use mic so that I can amplify my voice for my audience to watch. Because when the background is very noisy, your audience will just click out of your video and they will not be interested to watch, no matter the value you are giving in that video. So sometimes Facebook can remove your post when they notice that you are trying to buy likes, follows, and shares. Once they just see that way, they remove your post, no matter the amount. And once they do that, please go and apply for review, because when you don't do that, this can remain on your page until you apply for monetization, and it could delay your monetization process. Always apply. Tell them to review, even if it's still there, but at least in their records that you have applied. Stop using people's music. Stop using, especially Mercy Chinwo and what's this guy's name? Rema. Stop using people's music. No matter how interesting that music is, please don't use it, because some of them will share revenue with you, some will collect all, and you don't know which one will collect all. If you are seriously trying to make money on these apps, don't use somebody's copyrighted music. If possible, do your own music. And once you post a video and see them say you are sharing revenue, or so person is making revenue from this video, delete that video. No matter the views you've gotten, delete it, because down the road, especially if you are not monetized, it can halt your monetization. You apply and they will reject it. You can see this page here, it doesn't have the good news, no violation to show, meaning that this page has not violated any community guidelines, because every app has its own community guidelines. So if you have a baby in your video, don't make them cry. Don't even make your dog shout. Don't be beating a baby in a video. All of those things, if you are not careful, you will go to their community guidelines are just very strict. A baby must not cry. If you are doing baby content, you need to be very careful, because they will not monetize and they can bring down your page by just doing that. I have been waiting to come here. You see this thing, this person applied for monetization. They say, unfortunately, your profile has not been approved to use in-stream ads. We reviewed this page and found that it isn't following our partner monetization policies. You can make changes to your page to make sure it follows our monetization policies and apply again on the 3rd of October. This was like last month when this person had this issue. I want to explain this. Please, as much as possible, before you apply for monetization, ensure that you delete every video that is not your own. Every video that you did not do a voiceover. Most of you just post videos, you put your picture or your video by the side without saying anything. It's very important for you to say something. Reduce the volume of what the other people are saying on your InShot or InShot app or any other app you use in editing, and add your voice. It's very important, because that video may have been shared by a lot of people, and by your voice, it means you've added value to it. Facebook don't like people just picking people's content and posting without adding their voice or something to it is very important. So I thought to drop this, and I hope you learned something. Drop a comment, like, and share.